What does it take to make a man? Journey with me, let's figure this out. A baby boy breathes his first into this world, a cry into this world. Probably the only time would be justified or allowed to cry in public. But for now, he has no worries, no trouble. He's aware he's in safe hands. As he grows up, he keeps on being told, be a man, man up. He doesn't know why, but there are unwritten expectations that as a man, he should perform excellently. Well, that's a good thing, that as a man, he should act responsibly. Well, that's a good thing to learn at an early age. What the society doesn't tell is that the absence of visual evidence that there is a crack doesn't mean the boy is in safe hands or safe in the mind. Some having to fend for themselves and their families have had to mature fast, having to learn both algebra and street math, having to be both in school and in the streets. If it works out, it's one beautiful testimony entitled From Grass and Poverty to Grace and Riches. If it doesn't work, then that becomes his life, toiling daily to place food on the table. The society doesn't care whether work is scarce. A man that can't place food on the table, well, is considered not man enough. We have even pushed honesty out of the frame. Now the end just justifies the means. Built up as a wall, polished and fortified on the outside, but with the internal bleeding, it soon catches up with him. The cracks of having to rely on no one but himself to handle every pain, to handle every struggle, to solve every problem, now becomes a problem. He looks for the strength he once held inside, but he can't seem to find it. Maybe because it was all a facade. Perhaps if he had been taught the value of true love and community, he would have had some immunity against this pressure to make it alone, this pressure to make it out of the block at whatever cost. He would have learned to run his race without feeling outdone by his peers, because honestly, the universe doesn't work that way. We're created differently, we're able differently, so we thrive differently. The constant comparison now has built a mental prison. He can't have a victory without thinking he would have done better. He can't start a family. He keeps on pushing it till later while hoping things get better. The standard he's aiming at is just a mirage. The society keeps on shifting the goalpost. Today, they expect him to be strong and stoic. Tomorrow they expect him to be flexible, emotional, and sensitive. The same society says, give every man a chance because every man has a voice, but only gives an ear to those with a little more in their wallet. So, what makes a man? The boy has been asking himself this since childhood. Perhaps even boys should be allowed to be children, to learn with time, grow with time, and learn that failing is not weakness, but it's a stopover on the journey to greatness, a stopover no man can avoid. Perhaps he should be celebrated for the content of his character and not just the worth of his wallet, because then, whether successful or on the journey towards success, we'll have a supportive, respective society where everyone plays his part with integrity without trying corrupt means to outrun his peers. We'll have men responsible enough to admit of their faults, responsible enough to correct their faults, instead of projecting it to everyone else but themselves. Perhaps he should have been told it's okay to cry instead of collapsing from the inside, and that the resilience and strength the world seeks from him is better built steadily, day by day, experience after experience, gradually from the inside, until a man of character is formed. One not merely shaping a facade to fit into social and cultural norms, but one who withstands adversity but still remembers to show love, to to share love, and to secure a future for generations to come. Doing all these while being diligent, achieving all these while remaining true to the attributes and values that make him stand out. He doesn't have to conform to patterns. His strength is his character, and it has been built from the inside out.